Ron Harris here from musculardevelopment.com with our coverage of the IFBB North American Championships in Pittsburgh. We're wrapping up the finals here, and I'm standing here with your new IFBB Pro over 35 heavyweight and overall champion, Antwaun Carter. First of all, Antwaun, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Very tough group today. You came out on top. Amazing combination of size, shape, structure, pulled it off. But tell us, I've barely heard of you. How did you get into all this?
Well, last year, it started off a few years ago. I contacted my coach, Don. I was overseas in Afghanistan, contracting with the military, doing work over there. And I was like, I want to get into bodybuilding. So contacted Don. I know some friends that Don had coached, and I gave him a call.
Don Long, everybody. That's who we're talking about.
Don Long. So contacted him, got started. So by the time I made it back overseas, which was like, made it back to the U.S. probably about 4 years later, I finally decided to get on the stage for the first time last year. Wow. Did my first show. Came back this year, started off with Team U, came in 5th in the Nationals, did the Georgia. Now I'm here. This is my 6th show. First complete year, so I'm happy, blessed.
So you went from, Don said, not placing at the Nationals last year to blowing this show away today in the Masters. You also have pretty extensive athletic background before bodybuilding. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, yes, sir. I played at Boise State University, went overseas, got drafted to play in NFL Europe. I played at Cologne Centurions, had a little run with Kansas City Chiefs for a little bit, tore my ACL. Was a couple tryouts and came back to working overseas. That's what it was. So
if you're new to bodybuilding, I imagine you were always being told you were muscular. Did people always try to ask you if you're a bodybuilder or encourage you to be competitive in bodybuilding?
Yes, sir. A few years, like when I was a teenager, people always mentioned it to me because my legs and stuff, but that was going in one ear without the other. I wasn't really never thinking about it until probably later on, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, when I finally decided to jump on stage. So I wish I had took their advice back then, but hey, that's
well, you're still a fairly young guy in bodybuilding. We have guys turning pro 70 years old today earlier. So that's the truth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we had another guy in an interview last night. It's taken him 30 years to turn pro. Exactly 30 years. So it took you 1 year. You're doing well. What do you like most about bodybuilding?
I just love the art of it. Pretty much how you control your own body. Pretty much I always all the years when besides football and me training, I always thought you can out train a diet and stuff like that. Bodybuilding really brought that aspect to you really can't do that. Either you got to put all into it or you're not gonna do it at all because it ain't no 50-50 thing. You know what I'm saying? So that for all those out there, you can't out train no diet. So listen to your coach and stay true to it. I promise to you can't.
So I know you just turned pro, but have you given any thought to where you go from here? What do you want to do for your pro debut, or if you want to take some time off? Any thoughts?
We're gonna get right back in it. We're gonna try the 212 division, so we'll see how that goes. We'll talk it over with coach, see what goes, see what we need to add on, put on some size, see what we got to do. I don't know. I'm still new to it, so I'll just listen to my coach and go from there.
Cool. Well, congratulations. You look fantastic. Welcome to the pros. It's got to feel really good.
Great.
And you definitely deserve it. You were well. I spotted you right away as the winner of these classes, and didn't know how the overall was going to go until we saw you all. But even then, it was obvious. So, well done, sir.
Thank you.
For Ron Harris, musculardevelopment.com. This has been myself with new pro Antwaun Carter. Thank you very much.
All right.
Enjoy your food.